What makes disturbing discovery in bathroom?
I'm calling because we just received an anonymous tip that someone has a camera in our employee bathroom and is uploading videos online.
That's wild.
Can I replace? Police department.
Ann Arbor?
Police department.
You still haven't made my charges.
You know, I was expecting the guy to look more like a neckbeard. This is not who I was expecting to see.
You're not supposed to be judgmental to anybody's crimes, by the way.
On July 19th, 2022, the police in Ann Arbor, Michigan responded to the Briarwood shopping mall after receiving this unusual call about video footage from a store bathroom being uploaded online.
That's crazy.
Horrifically, the resulting investigation into a tech-savvy peeping Tom would
like, you managed to find the least attractive point that a person that you can be like a creep with. Like, you probably barely go see anything, and it's just them pooping. Is this really what you want to risk a felony charge for?
Spread throughout the city.
Like, you shouldn't do it at all.
The final number of cameras
but you go do it
is enough
that
to
way.
make your skin crawl. The following footage has never been seen before.
That's crazy.
After receiving the 911 call,
yeah, and getting on a registry.
Headed out to the Briarwood Mall to get more information about the camera supposedly hidden in the bathroom of the store Altered State. The story the manager on duty had to tell was a strange one.
This morning, it was my boss who took the phone call. I don't know what time it was this morning from a restricted number. He was
that
like,
would be
"It's a
horrible to
restricted
discover that,
website.
though.
You're not
Be
gonna
paranoid.
find it, but I just wanted to let you know."
The responding officer headed to the bathroom to take a look for herself. Notably, the bathroom was usually reserved for employees, which significantly narrowed down the pool of suspects.
Did you even do the public one?
We did. We moved
This guy's
it around
hard.
a little bit. We could probably look through it again because some of them were like sideways. Yeah.
No shot. They hid it in the toilet paper. Nope. Bro, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it was like a two-way or a one-way mirror type deal. And like, it was really hidden. They had to do renovations and they just got... Brother, hell... He hid it in a roll of toilet paper that is eventually going to be used in the employee bathroom.
Yeah, on that
This
shelf,
is bad.
But I mean, I don't know how. I know they can be tiny.
Police would learn soon enough that the employees at Altered State were not the only ones to have their privacy violated.
Oh, it keeps going?
In an unanticipated shocker, the police would find over 200 hidden camera videos from no less than 7 different bathrooms throughout the city.
I thought he was about to say 200 different bathrooms.
All
That's
were
still
filmed
crazy,
without
though.
consent between January and July 2022. Horrifically,
Imagine they were
this
consenting.
included illegal images of
Oh.
children. The depravity didn't stop there. When searching the offender's laptop, the police found he had engaged with online adult websites.
This is a crazy part of the story. Guys, did you know? I would have never expected this. The man who hid cameras in a bathroom to perv on women, he engaged in porn websites. Guys, this is why we leave it to professionals. I could have never have came to this conclusion.
Where images and personal information of unknowing victims were distributed. Police suspected
This
the
guy needs to be
culprit
put in, like you said, in jail for life, and let the cellmates know what he did so that the cellmates can teach him. There's gonna be a lot of soap dropped.
Participate in such exchanges after they found additional images of the victims taken from social media downloaded to his laptop. At the onset of the investigation, however, police had no idea how extensively the privacy of many residents of Ann
Imagine
Arbor
there's just a
had been
camera in the toilet.
breached.
Yeah, if you post that up, you can see.
Oh
the
no, no
spot
protective
where the dust
custody.
was,
Absolutely
like,
not.
cleared off at.
But even though the officer looked in the vent and light fixture herself, no camera was found.
Did you find anything in the restroom there or no? No, but everything's ripped apart so everybody can look. Like, we ripped apart the vent of the toilet, the light switch, the switch by the sink. Like, we've ripped everything apart and we're not finding anything.
Even though the anonymous caller believed
Oh,
the
so it
video
wasn't
he saw
hidden in
was
the
a live
toilet paper.
stream, he could have been mistaken.
Live
The
streaming
working
it?
theory was that the culprit could have put the camera up at the start of a shift and then taken it home to upload the footage. Something else the anonymous caller said prevented the current lack of evidence from stonewalling the investigation.
Let's just point out that the anonymous caller is definitely was looking at porn and found this by accident. Right? That's what happened here. That's why he's an anonymous caller.
And then he's like, do you have a tall African-American or Hispanic male who works for you? Which we do. We have one male that's tall African-American that works here. And
Yeah, hopefully they
goes,
just
look there.
accidentally
The man
stumbled
fitting
upon
the
it.
caller's description was 36-year-old Eric Deshaun Morton.
Yo,
This
that
was not his
chin.
first run-in with police.
That man looks like he hit the random thing on the character creation screen.
He just like was trying to not work.
It seemed likely that Eric was up to something far more nefarious than just slacking, especially when the manager added that he made
He's
a
not
habit
just
of using
slacking,
the
he
ladies'
was also
restroom
jacking.
rather than the men's room. When he was previously asked about this, Eric made the excuse that he used the ladies' room because it was stocked with gloves, which he said he liked to wear while he worked. On July 22nd,
What?
Ann Arbor police sought a better explanation.
Can we not just get like a set of gloves for the men's bathroom or like outside the bathroom? It's like, no. I gotta consistently go into the women's bathroom and use it. Because those gloves, man, those latex gloves the women have in their bathrooms, those are the ones. I'm not being the creep, I'm being the smart man. Mr. Freeze
They
looking.
showed up at Eric's apartment with a search warrant and a master key from the property manager.
Can I replace?
Kick the door
Can I
down.
replace?
He's moving upstairs.
Yep.
Kick it down.
Police
Oh, he opened
department.
it.
Police department. Police department. Come on out. Your hands up.
You DM me.
Come on out. Hands up. Hands up. Where we see him?
Bro. Oh, and Mr. Freeze looking. Yep. I'll drag this guy down as much as I want. Mr. Freeze, I ain't gonna drag down. Mr. Freeze is cool.
Nothing I need to worry about.
Oh, just detain him
Yeah,
until
go ahead. Yeah, we can do that.
Is there anyone else inside the house?
My son inside there.
How old is it?
6 years
Oh,
old.
he's got a son.
Where's he at?
He's upstairs right now.
Is he
Oh no.
Yes, he
Is he the only one in?
Yes, he is.
Here, can you go ahead and
Nothing on
see?
you?
Oh, this just
Are you
got
good
so
if I
much
bring some down
worse.
here to you?
Yeah, sick.
I thought it was just a normal degenerate.
After
It's a
learning that Eric's son was
degenerate and a
present, the
father.
officers decided to uncuff him. They escorted his son outside to play and brought out some snacks to keep the child occupied while the search
Oh, that's
progressed.
terrible.
This isn't necessarily protocol, but rather a considerate way to avoid traumatizing a child. One of the first things the investigators might have noticed when they entered the living room was a laptop computer open in front of the couch. A pen camera containing a
Oh,
micro SD
no.
card was connected via USB. A little more investigation revealed the presence of several additional laptops and tablets, including this
Dude.
file organizer of MacBooks. While this might
That's
seem like a lot of
wild.
equipment, this was just the beginning of what the police found. When going through one of the bedrooms, they found
A normal degen just watches and doesn't shower. Yeah, this guy is bad. I thought he was just the standard creep that just had nothing going for him. Loner, lived in his parents' basement, but this guy is like kind of a nice row home, seems like a decent neighborhood, has a son, possibly either a girlfriend or a wife.
a small black
Oh,
bag containing
boy.
more hidden cameras, some of which were like the pen camera found in the living room. Memory cards, adapters, and external hard drives were also inside. Finally, Eric's phone and several unopened Amazon boxes were also collected as possible evidence. Eric wasn't taken
They're
into custody
evolving.
at this time, as simply owning these items wasn't a punishable offense. However, the electronics were all sent for forensic analysis. Over the next month and a half, computer forensics experts discovered his stash of more than 200 secretly recorded videos of people using the bathroom. And that was
Who
only
would
the
wanna
beginning of what Eric had been up to. On
Why?
September 6th, 7 weeks exactly since the initial
I guess everyone's
investigation at
into
Altered
something.
State, The police tracked Eric down at his other job at a local hotel. Little did he know when he showed up for his shift that he was in for quite an unpleasant surprise.
7 weeks is like just enough time that he probably thinks he's in the clear. Like 7 weeks is a good, 2 months? And that's just long enough that I feel like in his head, he's like, you know what, I might be good. Like, life's getting back to normal. I'm gonna chill out now. He thinks someone's out front about to check into their hotel room. No, brother, you're checking into your jail cell. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello. Let's go.
He walks up like he doesn't know what's happening. Oh, this is good.
Score. Come on here. Sure. Cool. Yes. One. Turn off.
Oh, are they undercover? No, they're not undercover. Oh, that guy is at least.
Okay.
One of the officers went to the building next door to retrieve a manager to cover the rest of Eric's shift, while the others on the scene proceeded with the arrest. You might notice that Eric wasn't read his Miranda rights. Ideally, only the detective who interviews a suspect will do this. Arresting officers are not supposed to ask questions about the case. However, anything a suspect says unprompted before they're advised of their rights would still be admissible in court. In these instances, the officers should not respond, as asking further questions could render the information non-admissible.
Let's keep your feet spread off.
Someone translate that for me. So is he saying they don't read the Miranda rights? I got that. They wait for the lead detective. So if he says something that can relate to the case, what does admissible mean? Does that mean it can be used in court, but if the cop responds, then it's not, then it can't be used in court? Okay, so admissible means it cannot be used in court. So wait, let me watch that again.
However, anything a suspect says unprompted before they're advised of their rights would still be admissible in court. In these instances, the officers should not respond, as asking further questions could render the information non-admissible.
So why would that make it non-admissible if they ask questions? Is it the other way around? Yeah, I think it's the other way. Like, admissible means it can be used in court. Non-admissible would make it not be able to use in court. So what is going on is that he didn't say anything. It can be used in court. Okay.
Just keep your feet spread off. No, sir. Step search. It's policy. I understand that.
It's getting filmed.
This wasn't the first encounter Eric had had with law enforcement. He'd previously been arrested back in 2015, coincidentally by some of the same officers. In May 2015, Eric was arrested after a woman caught him filming her through a peephole while she used a porta potty.
Okay. Maybe I suddenly believe in a very, very late term abortion. Like 27 years after birth.
Further investigation revealed more of Eric's disturbing behavior. In 2022, Eric was confronted by a coworker who...
Wait, what? Shit happens in life. That's why you gotta flush a toy and go on about your day? Okay,
found a camera
whatever.
disguised as a phone charger in the women's restroom.
Wild
it was
tweet,
plugged in
but...
and facing the toilet. Eric insisted it was a...
Women, it's hoe season. Please don't dress like one because all the dogs are out. What?
Regular phone charger and fled with the device. Unsurprisingly, he was fired.
The first one was like, okay, whatever, but that second two, what?
Already beyond the pale. The case escalated to a whole new level when the police found an appalling 7,000 videos of unclothed or partially clothed people in Eric's possession. Some had even been recorded in a
This guy's got
residence.
the Library of Alexandria on his computer.
Skirts, which suggested he had a camera device attached to his shoe. This particular unpleasant collection dated all the way back to 2010.
Yeah, that first tweet, the one where it's just like, you have to flush or whatever, like, that one's... Okay. The second one, though, that's a wild tweet.
He'd also been arrested for similar actions in 2006.
This guy might have more
this was cleared from his record
like
through a
cameras
program
and
for young
the security
first-time
cameras than freaking CIA here. Wait, what did that just say?
In 2000 back to 2010. This particular unpleasant collection dated all the way back to 2010. He'd also been arrested for similar actions in 2006, though this was cleared from his record through a program for young first-time offenders.
You mentioned not going to say anything, sorry.
Who would have known? Who would have known he would have done something like this? If only there were signs. He was just an upstanding citizen for all his life, a beautiful father
The police
figure.
were able to retrieve Eric's information from the arrest
He just does
warrant
something
and
heinous
proceed
like
with
this.
the booking. However, there was one more surprise in store for the night.
Oh boy.
He
He has a six-pack.
Right, we're gonna seize that.
Are you going to put in my property as well?
Now this will go into evidence.
The thumb drive contained exactly what you'd expect.
I don't think you guys ever told me what the warrant was for.
Let's read it. What?
That officer seems so done. He's like, as soon as he asked. For this type of shit once, punish hardcore but allow chance that reform and parole with supervision second time they die. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you don't want one mistake like that, especially if they're young, to dictate the entire life. Like, people make mistakes. But usually something like that, if they do it once, they're going to do it again. Yeah, what's the warrant for? Listen to this cop, by the way, when he asked that.
What you'd expect.
I don't think you guys ever told me what the warrant was for.
Let's read it. What? Capturing and distributing image of unclothed person.
After his arrest on September 6th,
What?
Eric paid his set bail of $100,000. But just a few days later, police were tracking him down yet again on September 15th.
Wait.
I still haven't got my charges, sir.
$10. But just a few
Someone paid $100,000 to get this guy out?
6th, Eric paid his set bail of $100,000. But just a few days later, police were tracking him down yet again on September.
Bro, imagine you go to prison, you get arrested, some way, shape, or form, $100,000 is paid for you to get out of prison. You're free. Well, to a degree. 9 days later, you mess it up again.
September.
Bro, just get... Does this guy realize that, like, porn is free on the internet? Like, does he have to be a complete creep about this? Like, if he's gonna be weird, it's free on the internet. You don't have to be a sex offender here. I'm putting too much logic into this. This is the same guy who had 7,000 videos of like bathroom footage.
I
should just be happy that he got arrested again.
Sir. What's that? I still haven't got my charges of what I'm being
It's all the
arrested
power
for.
to, I guess.
Same thing you were.
Well, can you please tell me my charges specifically, please? You still haven't made my charges. What's my charges?
You have another, 14 counts of your video stuff.
Of your video stuff. He doesn't have to say exactly what it is. They know. It's like, your videos that you make. You got more counts of that. You know. This guy has... It's crazy.
More. The same stuff that you were arrested for a week ago.
Okay. So everything they found, they said they found it is under the same case, pretty much.
No.
This guy's saying it like
The
he's proud of
investigation's still
this.
pending,
So
so
say you walk into a crowded building and you punch 15 people.
I mean, it's all good. Like this one's gonna be part of the other videos. You know, the other case where I filmed people in the bathroom. It's all the same thing. I didn't do a separate crime here. I was only one type of creep. I'm only being investigated for one type of creepiness.
People in the face in one time period, right? That's 15 different victims. Each victim is a different case.
Okay, so that person gets arrested and he bails out. How in the world is he getting charged again for the 15 people has already been done, right? So
maybe it was actually 18 people and 3 more people didn't know what had happened and then they came forward, then you would have those new charges.
So how come the charges not just added to the original?
It's like, wait a second. This ain't homework.
You can't be rearrested on something you were already arrested for.
Even more of Eric's hidden bathroom cameras were found after his arrest in 2022. It seems like getting caught never became a deterrent for Eric, though he'd previously served time for similar.
Okay, say what you will about Eric, but that jawline, man. I don't want to give this guy any credit, but man, that jawline. His jaw touches the wall before his nose. That is an insane comment.
Actions. Some timestamps on his recordings even showed that he continued his ways on the same day he was discharged, leading to his present arrest. But despite the overwhelming evidence against him, Eric attempted to shift the blame away from himself.
Hey, detective.
He wants to ask.
Yeah, detective. You know the phone that you took?
Yeah.
That's not my phone.
Okay, it's in your possession, man.
Yeah, I know it's in my possession.
Not his phone now.
Who does it belong to?
It belongs to one of my brother's friends.
Let me just do what I need to do with it, and if I can prove that it's nothing that I need, I'll turn it back
My
on.
lawyer will be in contact with you, okay?
Sounds good.
Eric's mood did not improve on the way to the police station.
Imagine having to be the defense lawyer for this guy.
You said that I do worse stuff. You're supposed to be an officer of the law, not supposed to be judgmental to anybody's crimes like that. By the way, you're not supposed to be judgmental to anybody's crimes. By the way, I need your badge number. By the way,
I didn't do anything.
I mean, this guy's being annoying, like he's an idiot, but at least he's not one of those guys who's just yelling the entire time, you know? So, and just yelling how he's innocent. At least he's not yelling. In a weird way, it's almost worse because he's like saying it like he thinks he's right, like that he's better than everyone, and that he's like, my lawyer's gonna talk to you, like that he's the top dog.
No, when I say I do worse, when you say I do worse stuff when I was getting in the car.
No, when you said
you're not supposed to do that.
Don't fight. I said, you're right. It's worse.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do that.
Why am I not?
Because you're not supposed to judge crimes. You're supposed to be. Okay.
Give me your badge number.
Unlike the
What's
previous
your name?
case against him,
What's your name?
15
What's your badge
victims
number?
have been successfully identified in this one.
Hey, stranger.
In 2024,
That's wild. If you're getting out of a cop car and the cop says to you, "Hey, stranger," bro, you should try to reach for his gun and get shot because your life's over. Like, didn't have to roast them like that. Oh my goodness.
Eric was convicted of 13 felonies. Eric was sentenced to 8
felonies.
to 20 years and will not be eligible for parole until 2000.
8 to 20 years? That's it? Bro, this guy's gonna be out in no time. 2030, this guy's gonna be out on parole in 5 years. 5.5 years. Gen pop, more like gun pop him right in the back of the head. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on Twitch.
The true number of Eric Morton's victims, along with the identity of the anonymous caller who started the investigation, will likely never be known.
I wonder if it
Until
was
at
his
least
wife or
2030,
girlfriend or whatever.
however,
Whoever
Ann
had the
Arbor
kid with.
remains safe from Eric's disturbing surveillance.
You know full well that he's just going to do it as soon as he gets out. The man did it the same day he got bailed out of prison for $100,000. He's gonna do it again. He wants to take a trip up to Ann Arbor. We won't use any public bathrooms. We will be searching for a man with the crimson chin, the crimson jawline.